Hello, person who is still subbed to my channel, or maybe you're just new. If so, thanks I guess. I come here with a change of heart, and a hate. The thing I want to hate on is this piss poor event. Because after all this time there is still no endgame. And Warframe is fucking boring. But to not waste much time, I'll just cover this stupid event that I hate. This is probably the worst fucking event known to Warframe history. Now I doubt I have to explain what this mediocre event consists of if you used to know life this game like me, but if you're luckily or unluckily, out of the loop, allow me to explain. This event was released on June 18, 2024 and included a new Warframe with the weird gimmick of being pregnant. Pretty boring concept in my opinion, and just not a good concept. Anyway, the Warframe itself isn't bad. For most Steel Path content, she's good, but level cap hyped man, I've seen him drop dead quite often, probably just the player I suppose. Though this video isn't about level cap viability, it's about this fucking event. So now for the main course, the dissection of the event you've all been waiting for. Let's discuss the event shop. Now the event shop is just a copied version of the Scarlet Spear one with the whole arcane thing, and requires you to have volatile modes, acquired from the event alerts that were around at the time this event was out, in the event mission itself. Now, were they reasonably priced for the better arcanes? Nope. With how little you acquired, it would take a long while to get a maxed one, and you know the funny part, they decided to cap the fucking amount of arcanes you can get. Now
and we'll talk about it on the dev stream. I don't love breaking news on dev shorts because I feel like that is I don't want people to have to watch these. These are more of a catch up.
Yep.
But we are absolutely putting the arcanes from Scarlet Spear and Gargoyle's Cry. You'll know they carry over in this one. But I think we're going to make the store beatable because we got some feedback and we saw people doing a very serious amount of grinding, which is just...
My rating of this event shop, I'd give it a 6 out of 10, nothing bad reward wise because it's free arcanes basically, but the second tab really throws it off with that shitty cosmetic for the hate, and the other poor looking cosmetics ephemeras tied to this event lol. Moving on, now we're looking at the actual event, so now that we are actually talking about the gameplay and loop of this event, let's talk about how it works. This event requires you to defend a moat box for about 40 seconds, also did you know? There's gonna be some useless feature where you can get a 5th person in the mission, but you know what, it doesn't matter because the 5th guy is locked to playing Jerry Stalker, and usually these people are not gonna help usually. Plus, the mission isn't that hard to require a 5th. So just more useless shit. Now after the whole 40 seconds defending is done, you'll go through the locked door and stand near it, move the green orb. Now that you've done that, it will move to the only thing that will move the orb, the slow shitty elevator. To start the elevator, you get a already overcharged fuse to throw on the elevator, so at least it will go up a little faster in the beginning. Now my problem with this part is just how, in most pubs people will throw the other type of fuse, and it won't speed up the elevator, not making it faster. And another issue is the fact these overcharged don't drop off of enemies ever and are time gated on each floor you pass by on. Oh yeah, and did you know you have new XMS units that used to do crazy amounts of fire ticks on you, to the point if you were grazed by it, you would be dropped immediately. Luckily they tweaked the damage, but it still hurts like shit. After a while on being on this elevator, you soon will be at the top, where you will either have a sister to kill because you collected 3 sister beacons to summon an unassigned sister parvos to fight, or you will just begin the extraction process. Now you will literally never have the second scenario ever happen because, 1. People love extra rewards, and 2. You're shooting yourself in the foot when not summoning the sister. So after killing her, the extraction phase begins, and now you move it to extraction zone, and now enemies will be able to attack this fat orb. But is there a fail mechanic? Fuck no, that would be too hard for people. So after staying near it, and defending it as it slowly moved to extraction, you're done with the event. Now the rewards for this event originally were pretty good. You were guaranteed a bunch of endo always, as the loot table was bugged at the time. But after a few tweaks when the event was around, it was polluted with other less desirable things, such as relics, jades, not so good weapons except the side inner parts, and BP. Now doing this shit maybe a few times would be fun for just barely for an hour before it becomes bland and uninteresting, but to get the stuff in the event shop you need to be farming this boring event constantly. Even just doing it with the goal of getting goodies, I still felt uninterested because of how little was happening and how trivial it was. Anyway, they could have easily added something else to this, or just scrapped this god-awful event for a better concept. Look at Scarlet Spear for example, that event was the most fun I've ever had in this game. Though honestly I'm not very surprised this event was awful, just look at how little thought was put into the quest. It felt poorly made and had that stupid pregnant minigame in the quest that was just weird. And this just me, but after Scarlet Spear, all the events just went to shit. Even some of the past events this game had were leagues better than this rubbish. I love shitting on this event, but honestly I'm not sure what I could say anymore. Maybe, don't base a fucking event with an elevator in some weird ugly warframe. Thanks. Also, since the new update revolves around the Stalker, he got an unneeded voice change, and it's pretty obvious that this new voice is honestly just a downgrade to the original voice actor. This new voice actor is an unfunny YouTuber who was in other games as well. Funny thing is, Rebecca changed the voice actor for no reason, so honestly this update was really lame content wise. 4 out of 10 gamma mode wise and 0 out of 10 on that quest. Honestly, even Octavia's anthem was better than that quest Lamau. So let's summarize this event with a little checklist. Was it fun? No, it's just another sit and wait mission with annoying Eximus not really changing anything up other than having a cheap one-shot, though killing the sister to me was fun. Was it good reward-wise? Honestly yes. I should have said this earlier, but the event currency would allow you to buy Energize and all the Eidolon Arcanes in-game, which is good for most players who didn't own Eidolons nor have the plat to buy Energizes, so I guess good on them. That's really it. If there's more to this video, it's probably at the end, and that should be all for the video. This is the first time I actually bothered to edit a video, so I'm pretty happy with how this went. Have a good day, or a bad day, choice is yours.
Let it out! Let it out!